Good evening, everyone. We have a mystery special guest today that we were not expecting to find in Cairns, but has made us laugh and smile with delight today. So before I introduce them, I'll give you a few little clues. This guest tonight has two beautiful daughters. He is based in Adelaide and is a complete deplorable, but we've also met him in Darwin and Melbourne and Canberra. He has been part of a helicopter rescue team. He was involved in an unfortunate incident in Mildura, but recovered really well. And tonight we would like to introduce you to Danny.
Hello.
So, Danny, what has brought you to Cairns?
I've come up for some casual work, so
yes.
Yeah. Life's taken a different shape now that I'm no longer doing my main career. But, doing a few different casual options and to keep paying the bills. So teaching helicopter underwater escape training as one of my jobs. Also teaching outdoor aquatics for school kids. Doing some NDIS support work as well, and some handyman work. So lots of different things, jack of all trades.
Lots of different things happening. Yeah. So you've really had to diversify since COVID.
Yeah, certainly, and it actually feels good. It's a big adjustment from going from a stable long-term career and knowing where my financial security, what I thought was security, where that was. But I learned the hard way that, having what used to be considered a stable career is actually one of the least secure ways that we can live these days, because what we've seen in recent years is suddenly the rules can be changed, and if all your eggs are in one basket, all your income can be stolen away from you if you don't agree with new demands that you consider unreasonable. So.
Yeah.
I figure this way, having a bunch of different casual options, if anyone says to me, right, here's a new rule you have to follow, I can say bye-bye and just fill in a small gap of income instead of having the rug pulled out from under me. So
gives you a few options up your sleeve.
Yeah.
And diversifies your skills as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's having to be creative is good. So it's it's reawakened my creative skills, I think. So.
Excellent. And so what's been happening for you since we last caught up?
Yeah, so I've kind of had to pull back, I think, and just keep my focus, or bring my focus in close to home. And so I've been less involved in protest efforts and things like that, but still, whenever the opportunity arises, still sharing what I believe to be some truths with people. But yeah, really having to focus on my family, my two kids, and making sure that I can secure some new income for them to keep the roof over their heads and keep them fed and keep them happy and well, but also give them the attention they need from me instead of constantly fighting a bigger fight. They need their dad real and present as well. So
And have there been any reflections or learnings that you think you've come to over the last few months?
Yeah, I guess a lot. Like I said about that stability is certainly taken a different frame in my mind. And along with that is self-sustainability. So learning more about how to hunt my own food and forage my own food and actually engage in that more when I have the time. But I've also realised that unfortunately the shape of our society means that time is taken away from us. We're so busy putting hours into earning an income to pay taxes and bills that we're not left with time to grow our own garden and hunt our own food and be self-sustainable. So it keeps us in that trap and keeps us dependent and reliant on that money to buy those things to provide for ourselves and our family. So trying to find a new balance in that regard too. It's been interesting. An eye-opener.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I guess just briefly touch on, I did attempt to address my situation, my unfair dismissal, as I'll call it, through the Fair Work Commission. That was a pretty dismal failure because I learnt that they're totally in cahoots with the government and supporting that line. and it's an interesting process. Although there was many eye-raising, you know, details through that alerted me to the fact that this was not a fair work commission at all.
Yeah, it's quite an ironic name, isn't it?
Yeah, just another arm of the government to assist with their agenda. But yeah, it was so. I obviously wasn't content with their dismissal of that case and the challenges that I brought forward. But you don't get to appeal, you get to seek permission to appeal. So I had a hearing to seek permission to appeal, and they just said, no, we don't give you permission to appeal. So that was the end of that, and that for me was kind of a line where I said, right, okay, I've got to you know, stop, I guess.
Redirect your energies.
Yeah, redirect my energy and stop wasting resources and energy into begging for justice from part of the corrupt system. So, yeah, and just focus closer to home for now, and kind of part of that is for me in the bigger picture and the longer term as well, is regathering that strength and that foundation of security for whatever may come next. And I do think there is a next. I don't think this is over. Things have gone a bit calm in the vaccine specific part of the regime, but yeah, I think there's going to be a next wave of tyranny upon us very soon. So yeah, got to be prepared and strong for that. So yeah.
Well, Danny, we are delighted that our paths crossed in a really strange way in Cairns, and we've intersected, and to be able to catch up with you and hang out with you tonight.
Yeah, it's been fantastic to get together again.
Fantastic. Thank you, and so lovely to catch up with another deplorable.
Thank you.
You take care.
See you. Yeah.